Chris Pratt, the movie star, is in a lot of trouble. He and his wife, Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, they just bought a home in Brentwood, California. The home is a mid-century modern home. So it looks just like a kind of a flat modernist, not a cube. It's not like the modern cube house. It's like a flat little rectangle. And it's mid-century modern. And it's ugly. And it's inefficient. And they bought it for like 12 or 13 million bucks. And they're going to knock it down and build a nice house.
So yes, Chris bought a house, but got hate for his own thing for no reason from woke culture. But he did not let it affect him at all.
Sure. I admire you so much for being open about your faith.
Oh, thank you.
Do you feel like I feel like you sometimes get shit with that? Do you feel like that's a hard thing?
Oh yeah, I sure do, but that's nothing new. That's nothing new, you know? If I was of this world, they would love me just like that. But as it is, I'm chosen out of this world. That's John 15, 18 through 20. It's the way it is. It ain't nothing new. 2,000 years ago, they hated him too.
Beautiful, love it.
Oh, just how you deal with anything, just like a rhino. You know, you stick your head down, you keep driving forward, you have thick skin, and if anyone gets in your way, you stick.
Could this guy be any more likable? I mean, I already like him for his movies and stuff, especially his dance moves in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Then bring it down hard. Someday, we'll put it together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro.
Despite being this likable of a guy, some folks hate him because he and his wife, Katherine Schwarzenegger, have decided to demolish a $13 million mid-century modern house that they bought in Brentwood, based in California. They're planning to destroy this old house, and of course, we can expect Hollywood and its woke culture to lose their minds on them.
So like, honestly, I saw this guy. Honestly, did like Michael cheat on me when he was in a beefer, and I was like, because he was telling me, he's like, you know, like, I miss you or whatever, and I'm like, you miss me? What am I, your mother?
But before we go ahead to explore further into the spicy details of how or when, Pratt just demolished woke culture with all of his real estate move, or we can say an interesting move. Now let's begin to break down the situation to understand it better. This isn't just about a house. It's all about how the woke group always tries to control even the most personal choices of public individuals. Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger decided to buy this new fancy-looking mid-century modern house in Brentwood for $13 million. If you're not familiar with mid-century modern houses, let me give you a quick intro. These houses were very popular back in the 50s and 60s, which may have had big windows and swimming pool trees all around. And people who buy this type of house, for them, it's not just a house, it's a piece of history. But you know what? Chris and Katherine didn't just buy this to vibe with the feeling of a retro house for fantasy. No, they're planning to demolish the whole thing down. Yes, that's right. The moment this news hit the internet, the woke culture fighters went crazy. Most of the architectural ecologists and online commentators started throwing around words like irreplaceable and cultural crime. They've started blaming Pratt for destroying an iconic piece of 20th century design. That is a piece of history. However, let's be genuine. The house might be an important piece for someone. Maybe it has some historical value, but does it really deserve to be a part of what Pratt and his family want? This topic quickly turned into a larger conversation about tradition. It's their choice what they want to do with that house. Chris Pratt didn't say much publicly on this topic. He shows the public that, let my actions do the talking. And frankly, what made the woke crowd crazier? He's not giving them any satisfaction or answering their questions. He's never been afraid to stand by his morals. Pratt is someone who's always done things his way, even if it means defying the expectations of Hollywood. This includes his politics, faith, and desire to keep his personal life private. The most recent example is this one, which involves demolishing a once iconic home and erecting a new one. You see, while the woke crowd is busy crying over a building, Pratt is focused on what matters to him, his family, his future, and his freedom to make decisions without bowing to public pressure. Let's take a moment to talk about the problem of architectural crime. Historic building preservationists hail Greg Elwood's Zimmerman House as a seminal work of 20th century design. Beyond simply being a place of residence, it holds significance and ought to be preserved. There's disagreement over this, though. I, too, think that mid-century modern architecture has been exalted too much. I don't think it's very practical by today's standards, even though it does have a nostalgic appeal. Often, these houses lack the amenities that we take for granted in contemporary dwellings. They've got antiquated plumbing, aren't energy efficient, and let's be honest, those flat roofs beg for leaks. Although the design may be visually appealing, actually residing in it is a very different matter. It's likely that all Schwarzenegger and Pratt want is a more contemporary, efficient, and uniquely theirs kind of house. Honestly, who's to blame for them? There's more to this story than just the building involving Pratt and the Zimmerman house. It fits into a bigger pattern that we observe in Hollywood and other places where public personalities are expected to uphold particular values or not. Being aware of everything from your words to your lifestyle to your actions with your own property has become the mission of the woke crowd. Chris Pratt, on the other hand, isn't having it. He's effectively saying, "I'm not here to live by your rules," by proceeding with his plans to demolish this house. This is just one more way that Pratt differentiates himself in the film industry. He doesn't mind standing out from the crowd, doing things his own way, even if it means receiving criticism. The public's response to all of this wasn't surprisingly divided. Ecologists and woke warriors are on one side of the debate, claiming Pratt is breaking some sort of cultural law. Some, however, are more realistic and assert that it's his property and that he's free to use it however he pleases. To be honest, this isn't the first time Chris Pratt has been swept up in a viral sensation. His political views, faith, and real estate choices have all brought him criticism in the past, but he's handled things with the same assurance and composure every time. Essentially, this entire discussion is a struggle between sentimentality and pragmatism. In a retro sense, mid-century modern homes are definitely cool.
Number 2, you have a soul. Be careful with it. Number 3, don't be a turd. If you're strong, be a protector, and if you're smart, be a humble influencer. Strength and intelligence can be weapons, and do not wield them against the weak. That makes you a bully. Be bigger than that.
Finally, Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger are all doing the things that are right for them. They can do things the way they want, and woke culture can't do a thing about that, because it goes beyond them. Don't you all think so? Is Chris Pratt right to tear down the mid-century modern home and build something new? Or should he have stopped when everyone was against him? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss an update from us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.